Word.
Sweet.
Recording in progress. This is official.
Amazing. All right.
Okay. Awesome. Dude, we've known each other forever, and I'm excited to be able to do this. For anybody that doesn't know, it's Curtis Townsend. He runs a company called Auto Inc., which is doing great stuff in screen printing. And he's been doing the design work and the printing, and now he's kind of taking it to a whole nother level. So I'm really excited to kind of, give him a shout out for the work that he's been doing. But that was my quick intro. But just give me your name and the company name, and it's just a short description of what you do, man.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Like you said, my name's Curtis Townsend. I'm the founder of Automatic Inc. Automatic Inc. Simply it's just a platform for ordering custom gifts and merchandise, promotional products, specifically T-shirts, hoodies, and things of that nature.
That's cool. That's cool. And you and I have known each other going back, 2017, 2018. Some of the early days of this stuff. But when did Auto Inc. start? Because that happened a little after we first met each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and it's all kind of been a happy accident, right? So I moved back from Boston. I had just graduated from Harvard, and that's about the time that I met you, right?
Wow.
And I had this other idea that I was rolling around in my head, Savify, if you remember way back then. And I'm glad we tanked that idea because, oh my God, where would I be if I ran with that? Right. So we kind of moved on to another project, which was kind of My Little Bambino that kind of morphed into Tavi Street. And then ultimately I landed on Automatic Inc. Just kind of a learning by doing and a process of elimination. And so that's, at that time, it was like my little nephew's birthday. And I was looking for like funny parody t-shirts that I could get for him, and I couldn't find any anywhere, specifically what I wanted. So I bought the screen printing equipment and I started printing tees. I actually signed up for a class at Ryanette to teach me how to screen print, and I just started printing tees, and that's kind of how I got started in screen printing, right?
Yeah.
And then the kind of the aha moment was when my friends and family started asking me to print t-shirts for their businesses and different causes and events and stuff like that. I was like, man, I could be creative every day, do what I love, but I also can make profit too. Yeah. So it was, like I said, it was a happy accident. So it's now it's 4 years later, and I'm still going, and actually things are like really ramping up. Yeah. I've been around for a few years, and I have like a good customer base, and it's just, the sky is the limit from here. I'm super excited. I have a lot of different things that I'm working on that's going to help me automate and systematize things and create systems and processes.
Yeah, that's one of the things. It's like you started out doing, small order, 10, 20 kind of things. And then it seemed like you were getting into, the larger 200, 500 type orders. And
5,000.
And 5,000, yeah.
5,000 shirts.
That's great. This new shift you're talking about, which is direct to digital, or is like a huge kind of shift in the market, right? And that's going to change a little bit about who your customers are. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely, yeah. So the market right now is kind of divided into two kind of groups or users: people that order bulk, and users that order just one-off t-shirts. And up until recently, I turned away clients that didn't need at least 24 shirts. There was a minimum order quantity of at least 24 shirts. And so up until now, I've turned those clients away, but now I'm working on creating a solution where people can go to my site, pick a product, upload their artwork, proof it all in one session. And so it's this incredibly efficient way of creating custom apparel. That's one thing that I've learned over the last 4 years, is that the market for anything custom is incredibly manual. It's painfully manual, right? And that leaves room for error, ordering mistakes, spelling mistakes in graphics. Oh my God.
I think I've seen an Instagram channel about those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, even Warren Buffett has made remarks on um, direct to garment printing, and yeah, so that's exciting. If Warren Buffett's talking about it, then
It says you're in the right neighborhood. That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. How are you building your business right now? I mean, like you said, it's been going for 4 years. You hit a stride, and so things are
Yep.
going. But how are you building it right now? I mean, you engage much in local business organizations? Uh, Give me a little bit of glimpse about that.
Yeah, so I built my business working with small mom and pop shops, word of mouth. Um, um, COVID's kind of put a hamper on, doing things in public, but just making sure all my I's are dotted and the T's are crossed with like digital marketing things, like setting up my Google business listing. That's a big one. At least in the downtown area, I'm starting to get bigger clients because bigger clients are in the downtown area, and they're Googling screen printing or custom tees in downtown,
Right.
and I'm coming up.
Nice.
Do a small order, and then they place repeat orders, but larger repeat orders.
That's cool.
So I decided last month to really go all in on YouTube this year.
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of setting up basically multiple shoot locations within my showroom and a spare room. I have a spare room that I converted into a YouTube studio. It's beautiful. I'm just putting on the finishing touches there so I can start to really focus on my channel. Is going to focus on print techniques, design inspiration, apparel education, and different business and marketing topics.
That's cool. That's cool. I love that the shift is kind of pulling you back to what you're really good at, right? The design and that piece of it is you're an amazing designer. The stuff you've done just rocks, and you were doing the others. You were doing that other work to support being able to do the design, right? It was a way to get your design out into the world, and all this other stuff. It may be high tech, it may be cutting edge, but it really puts you back right in the middle of your sweet spot, which is design, and I think that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned your space. You didn't tell anybody your actual location. Give me your address and URL.
So we're situated on the 1400 block of Columbia Street in downtown Vancouver. We're actually a couple doors before that, but that's the easiest way to get there. Parking on either side of the street. It's a cool little showroom. It's about 300 square feet where people can come down, check out samples of stuff that I've printed and other blanks that I have for purchase or just to sample and look at.
Nice.
Get their hands on.
So this is anywhere between. I thought of a funny saying that my aunt said, and I want to get it screen printed. You can help them lay it out and put it on. Sports teams, local little leagues are going to get back going and stuff like that. All those sorts of things are right in your sweet spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love working with specifically construction companies. We have a lot of. I'm doing a lot of ANSI compliant workwear with 3M reflective material on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they've been great companies to work with, and I have a background in construction when I was younger, so I kind of speak their language. Yeah, so that's definitely something I enjoy.
That's
the
cool.
companies that I enjoy working with. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I'm excited. Like I said, this all kind of came about when I started talking about who was starting things in Vancouver, and even though you've had this going, I think you're on a new trajectory to help really kind of turn your business into something a lot bigger and give you a lot more reach, which is awesome. Dude, appreciate it. Always great to catch up, and we'll see if we can get some people coming down and checking out the showroom. So, and the
Yeah.
URL again is,
automatic.ink.
how'd you get .ink? That's so cool.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's great. Curtis, all right, appreciate it, man.
Awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, take care.